Secretary Mattis, you are visiting our capital at a historic moment. 2 days ago, our Prime Minister triggered Article 50, initiating the process by which Britain leaves the European Union. Our Prime Minister wants to agree a deep and special partnership with the European Union, encompassing not just economic, but security cooperation. When our security is more fragile than at any time since the end of the Cold War, it is in both our interests to bolster this partnership. But this historic week is also an opportunity for us to build a global Britain. Our armed forces embody that internationalist approach. From Afghanistan to South Sudan, our servicemen and women are working with allies and friends to defend the international rules-based system. And we have no closer friend than the United States. Our relationship endures because it is founded firmly on the values that we share in common. And last week's terrorist attack at Westminster, which claimed the lives of 4 citizens, including US citizen Kurt Cochran, reminds us that those values are under attack. So we began today by reviewing our international efforts to confront global aggression and extremism. In Iraq and in Syria, we stand shoulder to shoulder as leading members of the counter-Daesh coalition. Today, Daesh is failing. In Iraq, it is clinging on to its last stronghold, though 40% of West Mosul has now been liberated, and hundreds of thousands are returning to their homes. Meanwhile, our two nations are providing reassurance to our Eastern European allies in the wake of Russian aggression. The second item on our agenda was about making that NATO alliance fitter and faster. Fairer burden sharing is the key here. Only 5 members of NATO meet the 2% target, the US and the UK among them. Our defence budget here in Britain is growing every year and remains the biggest in Europe. But Secretary Mattis and I have agreed that others must now raise their game, and those failing to meet the 2% commitment so far should at least agree to year-on-year real terms increases.